What's going on, Rovers? Sam here, back at it again for another video. Now that the 2.6 live stream is behind us, and now that we know what the upcoming character banners are, I wanted to take some time to discuss my thoughts on which characters you should ideally pull for in this absolutely stacked patch. So let's get into it. Now, if you didn't know, the characters running in the first half of version 2.6 are Augusta, Carlotta, and Shortkeeper, and in the second half, it's going to be Chona and Iuno. So let's start off with the first patch, starting off with Shortkeeper. Now, I don't really know what much more I can say about Shortkeeper. Y'all already know she's absolutely cracked. She's technically the only must-pull character in Wuthering Waves right now, thus far. The Keeper of Shores, the Butterfly Gal. She is absolutely insane. Best healer in the game. Gives crit rate, gives crit damage. Pretty good grouper. She looks awesome. What more can I say? The only thing I could say is she's taken a slight, just the slightest little bit of a hit because recently some of the two of the new top tier teams, that being Cardathia's team and also the Hyper Fusion team, don't need her. In fact, they probably don't even want her in that team. So she's definitely taken just the tiniest step back, but she is still the third character in pretty much every other top tier team in the game thus far. I don't see that changing really anytime soon. So if you don't have Shortkeeper, she is obviously the top tier must pull character of this patch. Yeah, I don't, she's SS tier, must pull. If you don't have her, I don't really know what else I got to say at this point. Now, moving to Carlotta. Now, I will admit I am very biased. I think Carlotta is awesome. She's one of my favorite characters in the game. But I also think she is very, very solid and just very easy to get up and running. If you're a new player and maybe you're just starting to figure out like the nuances of Wuwa's combat, she is, in lack of a better term, she's brain dead to play. She's very easy to play. She has a time stop, which is very easy. Just to kind of mitigate your enemies for a second. Amazing single target DPS, arguably the best single target DPS in the game. Amazing for TOA, amazing for hologram. She's not amazing for Whimpering Waste. She definitely does fall off a little bit, but she's good enough to where if you figure out how to position yourself and like line up the enemies, she can clear entire waves. It just takes her a lot longer to get up and running than like a Camellia in Whimpering Waste. Like Camellia for Whimpering Waste is like here, Carlotta's probably like down here. But all in all, holistically, an amazing character. Like I said, very easy to get up and running. She doesn't need, like absolutely need her weapon. The 5-star standard pistols works perfectly fine. Obviously, her weapon will take her to another tier. You do ideally want Zhezha. That's one drawback because Zhezha gives the skill damage multiplier, which is perfect for Carlotta. Also the Glacio damage multiplier, but she can work with Tauchi. Um, I use her with Sanhua. It's not a great support for her, but it can work in a pinch. But she doesn't really need it. Like she could do very, very respectable solid damage all on her own. Amazing character. For me, she's SS tier. Amazing DPS. If you want her, go get her. She is Pog. I think she looks awesome. I think her VA is dope. Yes. Pog character. Now, let's talk about Augusta. Now, Augusta is very interesting. Now, I'm not gonna throw any shade, but she looks insane. She is kind of the Mavwika that we deserved but didn't get. I think she looks insane. I really like her in the story. I like her presence. She's kind of like this big, brooding, like powerful woman that's just overseeing, Septimus. She looks phenomenal. And I am completely torn on whether or not I should pull for her, but I digress. As we know, she is a 5-star Electro Broad Blade character. She screams main DPS. We'll talk about it in a second. But the fact that she can provide a shield, which we'll see in this live stream shortly, just screams she wants to be on the field all the time, maximizing DPS. Insane character. I think she has some of the best sound design. Like I would play it, but it would distract me because it's so dope. But like kind of like the crackling plasma or like crackling lightning. Woo-hoo! It's crispy. It's crispy, gamers. But the biggest question about Augusta is like whole priority. How much better is she than Mr. Yao? Like Zhang Liao or Mr. Yao is is pretty stacked, bro. Like, really respectable DPS in his own right. You know, he has a time stop in his kit as well. Pretty good AoE. A lot of us have Yinlin. So like he's kind of like up and ready to go. How much better is Augusta than him? 15%, 20%, 25%? We just don't know. Like obviously she's gonna want Iuno. She's gonna want her weapon. Like an asteroid is an asteroid. So that's my only question. That's my only concern about Augusta is how much better of an electro DPS is she than our gauntlet man? And we just don't know. We don't know until we test her. But if you want Augusta, I think she's going to be insane. I think when she comes out, she'll be SS on Pride Wind, like most, you know, new DPSs. For me, I am so torn because I desperately need Chona for my Cardathia. But we'll see. Her weapon looks absolutely insane. But yeah, I think the fact that she provides a shield is also very cool from a role consolidation standpoint. Like Brant is awesome because Brant can heal, provide a shield, and do DPS. Really respectable DPS. She's a DPS that can shield. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I think she is gonna be a Pog. Man, she looks good. Sorry. I think she's gonna be a super dope character, and I I'm gonna have to test her to see if I got a pull for her because Galbrana is on the horizon as well, and whoo, that character. Whoo. Now moving over to the second half of version 2.6, Chacona. Now, I'm gonna admit, I'm gonna put egg on my face. I screwed up. Chacona is awesome. I missed the mark. I should have got her on her original release. I wasn't sure if I was gonna get Cardathia. Wasn't sure if I was gonna like Cardathia. I ended up really liking Cardathia and Fleur de Lis. So here we are. I don't have her. I desperately want her. I'm gonna get her in 2.6. She's awesome though. Like, yes, ideally she wants to be paired with Cardathia, but like if you're a big DPS Phoebe Peebs fan, she's amazing for DPS Peebs because of her Spectral Frazzle application. Again, works really well with Zani as well. So the fact that she can be a top tier support for three really, really good DPSs in the game, I think gives her really good value. She also got some decent like gather baked into her kit as well. So for me, you know, I've been putting her on like SS on tier list. I think she has really good pull value. Again, obviously wants to use her weapon, but I'm just gonna slap the standard 5-star on her because I'm not overly concerned about her personal damage. I just need her to be applying arrow erosion for my Cardathia because I got lucky and got S2 Cardathia. So again, I'm not too concerned about like getting her weapon, but I think she's a top tier character. I really do. Again, I like characters that can be kind of like plug and played into multiple situations. And like I said, the fact that she pairs really well with three top tier DPSs in the game, sign me up, gamers. So if you're like me and you don't have her, I don't think you can hurt her. I don't think it can hurt you to get her. I know, you know, shiny new objects in Augusta and Iuno, but think she's cool. She sings, which is dope. You know, we like good singers, you know, K-pop demon hunters. If you know, you know. Yeah, respectable, dope character, SS. Fire away. Now, last but certainly not least, Mrs. Feet. I mean, you know, this character looks absolutely insane. I think this is arguably everyone's most hyped character of 2.6. And how can she not be? She looks absolutely insane. The twin tails go burr. Super adorable character. But I actually think Iuno is a little bit more intriguing for me than Augusta for the new 2.6 characters. Reason being is not only is she like a respectable, seems like coordinated attack damage dealer, sub DPS, but she can heal. And again, if we're talking about role consolidation, like healers are really a dime a dozen in Wuwa right now. Like we really don't have top tier healers. So the fact that she can do damage and the fact that she can heal has me very, very intrigued. Now, obviously, we know that she's going to pair very well with Augusta. We know that Augusta is kind of like a heavy damage based character. So my question is, could you hypothetically do a team with Iuno, Mortefi, and Augusta? With Mortefi in his outro, we know it lasts for 14 seconds or until the character is swapped out. I if for some reason, and I don't think this is leaked or even out in the ether or anything, if Iuno's outro buffs heavy damage indefinitely, we could see kind of a nutty comp with Augusta Mortefi and Iuno. I don't know. My guess is probably not. It would be super cool because again, that would be another team that wouldn't be dependent on Shortkeeper. But I don't. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know, I don't know every kit inside and out. I don't know if if any characters outro last like through a swap, but I could be wrong. But that could be nuts. That could be nuts. But again, it could just be Augusta, Iuno, and Shortkeeper. Sure, it's gonna be insane. But she has me very interested. Again, I need Chona, but Iuno is very. Not only does she look dope, I love the fact that like she gets on her weapon and glides across the water. I think that looks insane. I think her animations look cool. Obviously, feet is cool. I'm not really into feet, but it looks cool. I know a lot of people are. Pog for y'all. But yeah, this patch is insane. Now, obviously, you just want my like quick and dirty. Shortkeeper, obviously, top tier, must pull if you don't have her. Everybody else is like pretty close. Like, honestly, this is a patch where you cannot go wrong with any character. I would say if you don't get Augusta, probably goes down a little bit, but since she's gonna be a heavy attack boosting character allegedly, Gian, hello, like a lot of us got Gian. Put her in with Gian, it's probably gonna go crazy. So, gamers, this patch is absolutely insane. My asteroids, my wallet, my mortgage is everything is in danger. Like I'm terrified. And then we got Galbrana on the horizon, brother. Wuthering Waves is crippling me. It's putting me in crippling debt. Well, that's pretty much it, gamers. I really just wanted to give my 2 cents on the 2.6 characters. I think all of them are awesome. I think the new characters, Augusta and Iuno, look insane. It's going to be really hard for me not to pull for Augusta when she comes out, but I'm going to try and stay strong for Chona and Galbrana. But we'll see. Y'all know me. I'm a gotcha addict. At this point, it's kind of engraved in me, but hope this video helped. Let me know who you're summoning for. Is anybody else summoning for Chona like me? But that's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.